Hey guys, hey, hey you there, Ashish. How's it going, guys? Lakshmi, all good, great. Yeah, raining at your side as well. For my side, it's like hell, or very high. It's raining very heavily. So I think even there, Uday, can you pitch your idea here as well? Like we talked about the hackathon stuff yesterday, right?
Yeah,
I guess Ashish can also help you because he is also in app development.
okay.
So maybe you can give just a what summary of your idea. People out here, if anyone is interested, we can find a potential lead here as well.
Okay, actually, I didn't make it well. Maybe in the next week I will share. I mean, maybe next
So
session.
cool, not a problem. What's your actual name? It's your email ID, something like that, or your actual name is Jagu? Cool. So what's your name? And oh, hi Jen. Right, you actually initially, I also had a lot of mic issues. So anyway, somehow we'll communicate. We all are there, right? Also there. Yeah, Mahesh, bro, when did you start working on the development of domain? So the thing is, right now, today's class, I will just start building our actual website. We'll complete the front end in 2 to 3 days. Okay, and then we need 4 days to make the back end. That will be then in the third week. Let us consider this as the first week. Then in the third week, we'll handle server. It will be so what's it? Make it being got you then. When did I started learning it? Do you want that? Oh, cool. So it's been like 3 years or so. I generally change my streams. Sometimes I go into app development, then I come back in developing web, both basically. Basically from first year, you can call it before that as well, but initially a proper way was from first year only. Kavita, how are you? Okay, Kavita is not interested to reply. Not a problem. Cool. So then we'll wait for 3 to 4 minutes more, then we can start actually. Particular about asking, I just wanted you to read something. Cool. The fact is, guys, fourth years are our seniors, like my seniors, are having exam in the college right now. So these guys are just, you might have seen pics on Insta as well, walking on to college daily, and they're standing in long queues, going through a proper session of that testing and all, and then our college is making them follow like cattle and sheep. मतलब bad situation for our seniors right now. So then we'll start. Okay. So I don't know how long it can will this session go, because again I am having a very bad weather at my side. Let's try to give a shoot to a project today. Let's get at least a bit of front end going, right? To make things easier, I have just created a simple folder called website. Inside that, I have kept two files. One is index.html and one is a logo. That's just a file. File is basically my logo, because we are assuming that we are building my personal website right now. You can get your own logo from free websites. I will even add the link of it when I push it on YouTube. It's not a big deal. You just need to go online and add things for it, and you will find out, right? So, yep. And index.html for people who are completely new to HTML. So we'll start with a little intro to HTML. So this is the main first line which I have added into my code. Okay. So what does that mean? HTML. It basically means I am making this program or this script, whatever you want to call it, as a HTML5 program, right? This line, I tell my compiler or my script that this is now an HTML5 file. Cool. So why do I am doing it? Because HTML5 brings cool. So HTML5 has some separate set of features. It's again like a version. Basically, you might have seen versions like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So currently HTML5, and it has many good features. In that way, in order to add features to it, we write it in a way. If you don't write it, it will not affect modern day browsers support it perfectly. Okay, but that's the trend. People write it in that. Come to the main tag. That's the root tag. HTML. This is where your code basically starts from. Head is again. Head is again head tag, where inside that basically you can define the title goes into it basically. So what does title is to you might have seen guys here. You might be able to see this way. So this Ninja, right? This thing is coming now. This is the same title which I provided inside it, right? So if I go on changing it, it will similarly affect it. So these are the basic stuff, guys. Like inside head, you need to add title. Then this is the body, the main container of the project where the actual coding starts. So you can call body as a center element sort of thing where you actually design the complete content. This is the basic structure I kept it in order to faster the things process, right? It's then just start, right? One more thing I wanted to ask. Did you guys check Tailwind CSS? I wrote it into the last session. So did you like it? Did anyone check Tailwind CSS about it? Any responses, guys? Did anyone check what is Tailwind CSS? No one. You should, guys. This is. See, I want to say it, guys. See, don't make it more of a teaching. Me being a teacher and you guys learning it. Let's make it a process where both are learning, right? So you research about them and try to bring more content than the thing which I provide, right? If I tell you about Tailwind, then you should be able to see more similar things like that. Otherwise, it will be just a waste of time for you guys. It will not make any sense. So, getting back to it, right? So we are into our HTML file, and I also might need an CSS file in order to style it, right? And why do I need a CSS file? It's called Cascade Styling. Mute your voice, guys. Again, it will create this. We are into body right now, and yeah, right. I will also tell you 3 different types of headings, 6 different types of headings which HTML provides. It goes from H1 to basically H6, H1, H2, similarly H3. So what does it mean? Don't see this, okay? So what is H1? H1 is a main heading. So see H4, H5, H6. These are the heading tags. So H1 is the more, it's a priority or importance wise tag. So if you want to give more importance, you are going to use H1. It's going to just produce a bigger content for you. If you prefer to write a smaller content which is of less importance, you might see right here. So this hello guys is basically smaller than the previous one. So again, it suggests that you are using a H2, right? So again, similarly it goes till H6. If I use H6, some content into it, and so for people who know HTML, it might be sounding very basics, but again we have to cover it for everyone, right? Good. So let's see it. And I got it, right? Good. You might be thinking that I'm not refreshing my page and how it's. So the thing is, I have already started a server for me using this thing. And in the previous class, I already told you guys to install this extension. Install this extension called Live Server. Yep. This one. So make sure you do it, and once you do, you can run your HTML files onto a local server basically. You don't need to refresh your page. Every time you write the code, you save it, then you go to the browser, refresh it, and then your changes are visible. So no need of all that. It will do it for yourself. So make sure you do that as well. So these are the different tags, and if you are interested, I can show you a little more. Anyone wants to add something here, they can. We are free to take inputs from everyone, right? can be presented in more better way, then cool. We can have that inputs as well. Right. I guess you got it. Headings are completed. Now it's about paragraph tag. Might also be interested in writing long text, right? You can't go on writing bold text every time. There should be paragraphs. It's again the same concept of English paragraphs. So yeah, hello, some sort of hello, Prashant, and yeah, and again some stuff. CD for cool. So I'm able to get the paragraph. So this is what paragraph tag does basically. It helps you to write paragraphs. Which we got right now is what are heading tags, what's the paragraph tag. And one thing, Nani even told it in the last class, but I prefer it repeating again. We use one more tag right here, which is important for you to understand at this moment. This is the PR tag. It can be added at the end of a tag, and it helps you basically to give a one-line space. We got a space, right? Your content is too congested, or you need a space between two lines, then BR tag will do it for you. That basically means a break. So it doesn't need these kinds of ending and closes. It works with a single closing tag, right? So it's a single element. It works well in that way. So they are hey Nani, nice, right? Cool. So yep. People are joining very late. So these are the basic heading tags and paragraph tags and break tags. This is what we right now require to get started with things. We are basically first, and one more thing, header and navbar as well. So these are the two tags which will basically help you in order to design the header for yourself. And what's a header? I will show you once I make one. So we'll just comment this out. So I'm using my keyboard shortcut. I have VS Code in a manner where, according to my keyboard shortcut, I am able to do it multiple comments and stuff. So for people who don't know how to do that, we'll even show that to you. Wait, it might be in keyboard shortcuts. So this is where you can actually define your shortcuts. Why I'm showing all this to you guys, because it's I guess many people might be using VS Code for first time. They should not be confused how they should do things, right? My comment section should be how should I do comments and all. So add a single line comment, block comments, or remove a line of comments. So basically, I use this one, line comment based control plus slash. It works fine for me. I can, if I use it, it will just comment the stuff for me. If I use it again, it will just remove the comments for me, right? It for your, according to your requirements, set your keyword shortcuts and make sure they doesn't repeat, right? Again, sorry. So just, and I'm using one more fancy extension. That's why my arrows are a little bigger and my this signs are a little clear. So I will add the link of those as well. You just have to follow them how I did it, and even I've put some YouTube video because I too followed from somewhere. Actually, it makes your symbols very clear. This one as well. You see, while if you use a normal one, it will not be visible. Will not be same for you as it's for me. So I'm using few extensions to get these sort of things. Kind of theme I am using. If you want to have the similar theme as switches of mine, I'm using an owl theme. okay. Night Owl, yeah. So I'm using a Night Owl theme. So the same thing, you just need to go here, install this theme, and you will be able to get the same stuff as like me, right? So make sure you do. See, guys, maybe it's possible. I will not add them onto the main YouTube video. So make a note of them, because if you feel my setup is cool, you want a similar setup. I'm using a Night Owl theme, so you too want it. When you just go it set color theme to a night dark one, so I'm using exactly this one. Helps you because we are basically programmers. We don't like white backgrounds. Done with it, and let's what then, right? So I want to creating my header. I will do it with using a class. I should call it something. You can call my class to be main. Yep, right. Yeah. And I'm also using autocomplete. That's why if I write a single div, it basically identifies, okay, you need one more div to complete it. So it gives this to me. Some things which basically makes your working a bit faster, right? So right now I'm into my header tag, and inside that I just created a div. Div, you just take it as a tag inside which I'm just naming it, right? For right now, you consider div as an element. And I mean, it's something which takes space onto the screen. So make sure you do that. And yeah. Let's do it further. I'm into my main, and since I have a logo, I'm very much interested to use my logo. And if people can design their logo by themselves, like for them to use it, right? Logo is an image, so I will use an image tag. And what does image tag do basically? It's self-explanatory, right? Something which is going to add image onto your element, your screen, right? My it's log.png. So make sure you add similar to your, what's the name of your, right? So you might be able to see it actually. It's a PNG image, and it's not that. I need to apply a few CSS properties to make it a bit brighter and get an attention, right? So right, cool. We got our logo, and so basically right now you consider div as something which is taking space onto the screen, and I'm giving it a name, right? Defines a division onto a section basically. So that's what when I looked onto the Google, that's the definition which it gave, but I wanted that things simpler for you. Div tag defines divisions or sections onto an HTML document. Actually give it an ID sort of name, right? In order to identify, we use IDs for it. Sort of it, I might use some sort of class to identify it, right? Giving some name to it. You got it? It's a division or a sort of section, right? You put it in a manner, it takes space onto the screen. So with space, that's completely on you. Cool. So again, we again have some one more concept into HTML, which is called list. And using this, we'll be just designing our header, and what sort of list we have is at least and Others are basically ordered lists, right? So unordered lists are like which doesn't are in proper manner, like it doesn't give you 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I will make one and I will show you. Then you will understand a better idea about it. So let's give a name to it as well. Let's just create a tag. I don't want to design it right now. Classes name, when we want to design them from CSS, basically it's easier for me to use that name and give some designing property to it. So that's why we use classes here. You just take classes as some sort of ID which you are binding on to some sort of element, right? So right now you consider li as some sort of tag to which you are adding some sort of name, and name will be called inside CSS. It's a place where you style your page, right? Structure to your page onto HTML, and the styling of your page goes on to CSS. We'll create some CSS as well, and we'll just check it on there, okay, how it works. I create a class. Let's call it as active. Call it active. You are going to understand it in a meanwhile. Tag here called A, which is an anchor tag. What does it do? It just adds some sort of link to your element, right? Doing it here because and that as well. So basically, you add links to things, right? In order so that you get a navigation property into it. So when you click them, you are able to get redirected somewhere. Talking about, see, since in UL we use a li tag, okay? So and again, right now the color of it is little blue, which I don't like. I will definitely change it. And since it's a link, this is what you might have even seen on normal web browsers or pages. Okay, all those things or elements which have some sort of link attached to it are shown in blue or they are underlined. If people doesn't design them, this is the default properties which are present into them. And right now it will not go anywhere because I have given a hash here, which means to stay at the same position. So if I define some location here, maybe some name of a different page or path of some different page, when my link is clicked, it will get redirected to that, right? So let's just jump on in creating a CSS for it. So I will just go on creating a CSS. So it's a trend, people call their CSS file as style.css. So call it in a similar fashion, right? We got our very own style.css coded into my project. So I need to have some sort of link from where my basic CSS is present inside my HTML. So that can be done just inside the head section. Add a link to it that you are making your HTML realize using some sort of styling. Okay, so you need a href, which basically means a reference. Where is your style coming from? Or wait, I will just initially. It's like, yeah. What of relation do you have with this file? It's basically a style sheet. Yeah, though I'm writing the spelling correct, I don't know, but we'll check it out. Yep. File it is definitely it's a text and a CSS file, right? And href of it, again, I'm providing the reference from where I'm getting it. So these are all my files were listed. So that CSS, let me make it a little smaller. Okay, I guess my page is more visible now. So if you're not able to see the page properly, do put it into the chat window. Let's see how you want it. Cool. So I've added a link, right? And that link makes it very clear for my file to understand. So I think that's a double question. Cool. So yeah, what sort of relation do we have with this file? It's a style sheet. Yeah, it's a style sheet. what type of file it is. It's basically a text and a CSS file, Cascade styling sheet, basically a styling file. And from where that file is present, so I have provided the path of it. If it's not present here, some better different place onto my screen, and that home slash so the complete path of it, right? So right now this is and I do control S, jump into my style.css, and I need to give you designing suite. We can just directly start with the what's the name of the suite, active and UL, right? Cool. So right. So inside UL it's LI and inside LI it's A. I will do it more properly, but in order for you to understand that my case is connected to my HTML, we'll just test on this first very tag. If it's working or not, we'll check it out. And before doing that, one more thing I want to say. If the element or a tag which you are defining onto in the CSS is a predefined tag, right? It's a predefined tag. You don't use dot here, right? Write down if it's maybe if I'm defining my body, if I'm giving some property to my body, put that dot here. If it's a element to whom which you have given a class name, use dot in front of it or a hash. It works in both ways. My intention is to give some right, remove this underline from here or change the color of it. UL tag, which is a predefined tag, and inside UL it's LI, which is a list tag, right? So inside UL it's LI, inside LI it's A, anchor tag. So I follow the same lead as it is. So I'm inside it. Let's see whether it did it really work. So it gives, do you want a text decoration? I would prefer saying no to it. Let's just check out text decoration, none. It just removed that that line which was so irritating. Right, I had some line down there which I didn't like actually, so I just changed it. Right, can give it a color to it. I feel maybe black will work fine for me. My color change to black, right? So this is a process. If it becomes more easier for you if you have dual screen, because at a screen you can basically test it out, write the code and test it out onto the second screen, and maybe sharing the screen and working this manner also work. I also prefer this sort of thing where they inspect it and right there here. This is called the debugging tool basically, which every browser provides. Using this Internet Explorer or browser, what it's called, I don't know. So, but debugging tools in Chrome are better than this. I will surely recommend for you guys to run your server into Chrome, because my not Chrome, so it opened in this one. Cool. So I want to just see the source here. Wait. Just yeah. So we are right here. So it is giving me the link, the reference sheet link. It gave me a path to it's connected. This is my body, right? So why I'm showing you guys is, see, my comments are also present. So it becomes very handy for you to use here and then copy paste the same code back onto your VS Code. Who want to test their changes live right at that moment, so it helps. Yep. So where is my inside div main class? I had a logo. This is where my UL was there inside LI. So I just saw it. I have two properties here. I'm not interested with black. I want it with a different color. I got the changes. Just need to see. Sorry. in the color. It's working. Yeah, it's actually working. The color of it got changed to what color which I gave. So that's the basic idea, guys, right? You if you want to do the changes at basic level where you want to test things from your browser, then debug tools comes very handy at that moment as well. I would not recommend them right now because you are at very beginner level. If you didn't use them properly, you will mess up the code. But they are handy. I will say they are handy. It works fine for you, right? So let's get back onto the code. So these are a lot of prerequisites which people should know while before doing it. Cool. So we are back in here. I have created a list. I just got an element using it. If I refresh it, since I have not added the changes onto my this VS Code, it just pull out the same results of the replica from my VS Code. Not be affected into the main code, right? If I do the changes here, it will not be present into my VS Code. If I do the changes, I will just get an idea of things. So once I do it, I can copy paste from here into my VS Code. This is how things work, right? Just need few more links like that. I will just show you in right. Got three are just fine. Just got 3. I just did the changes there. I added just renamed it. I didn't wanted all of them to be inside some sort of class, so I just didn't give any name to it. I added active to it. I will just tell you that as well. So let's just go into our style.css and yeah. So I need a cover pic as well because looking yeah, wait. Just a second. Let's just go on adding a header. I didn't copy it properly. Fine. So I just create some sort of background image. So this is what people do basically. So I will do the same. I'm going to add a background image onto my background of it. So how will it work? I just need to provide the URL of it if I'm taking the image from online, right? So I will even show you the list of websites which I prefer. Pixabay. Where you will get a list, basically good quality premium pictures which are copyright free, right? Images from Chrome because again, personal project it will work fine, but if it's something where you want to publish it, you will get issues with it. And these websites where which are actually right. So since I'm a developer, I believe so. We'll just check out if I have some fancy images which resemble some sort of developer. No. Will work out with this image only. Right. Open image in new tab. I will take the link of it, right? I just copy pasted it. I just need to add it here now. I did that. Added. So save. Okay. Let's move the inspect part of it. We are able to see the image right now. I did how big the image should be, so it has taken some default properties to it. So we'll do the changes to it as well. I need the height of the image to be something around 80, right? Yep, it's working. It's looking good basically. Yep, I got it. So yeah, basically my image is repeating because the size of the image was not that big. But I can even say that you don't need to repeat the image, or if you feel it's okay to have it repeated, right? It totally depends on your requirements. Then what should be the background size of it? For my background, so I would just give background to the cover. So that's what I need, right? Size. And it should cover my background, right? Just I did it. It's now covering my background, right? Yeah, it's covering my background. Works fine. There's no need of these two tabs. Fine. So we are in here, right? So let's just also give you what adding to our URL tag. I want them to float at right. And what does I mean by that? You will just get the result. I did right, so it understood. Right now, Prashant wants it on the right side of the screen. So just took the content and just posted it onto the right? And do I need some sort of styling here? So list में styling चाहिए क्या? No, I don't need that sort of styling. Do it. So styling is removed. Margin, how top the margin should be? Let's take it around 25 pixels. So yep. And again, what you can do now, you can just inspect it and just open the debugging tool and just check the height. It's not मेरे को याद नहीं है, ठीक है कि I'm just putting some random value, but people don't do it like this. What they do, they inspect it depending upon the height which they feel fits best. Though that height is taken from this section, debugging section, debugging tools basically, and it's pasted here. It's not you put the height here or test it around and increase it 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, so don't take it in a way that I remember all the positions that I am a perfect architect here. It's just people. Okay. How much padding do I need it, right? Because it's too congested. Let's try 15. 15 is very close. Let's see a bigger picture of it. It's again very close. Let's try 20. Maybe 20 will work. It's cool. Yep. Now I also need to design li tag. Should it include? No, that's the basic thing which I always prefer because it makes things very weird. What color do I want? I would prefer white. So if you don't find it, just remember the code. They are very easy. ## F for white, and you can then do it, check it, change it from here as well. Like if I feel it gets changes according to it. Li tag. What difference did it make? Acha, these are my anchor text actually. All these are A actually. So property onto it, it will be affected in that manner. So not a problem. Yep. I just need border and pixel. We can keep it solid, maybe transparent. And when someone clicks on there, I should have an hover property. What is hover? Basically, if someone clicks on to it, the color should change. If someone clicks my anchor, and see, I'm not going to put it like this. Basically, I am going to change the shape of it, and it will be present like this. It will become a header section for me. Can get a look of all the pages which are present. But showing me an error. Yep. Okay, cool. So background color, what should be the background color when it hovers? Let's try white again. White is very standard. What should be the color of it? Maybe we can go with black this time, right? Is it working? Yep, it's working. Right. So, yep. Hover property is working now. Fine. Cool. So you might remember that I just gave a class a name called active, right? And right now we are going to use it, and let's use it then. So what did I want to do with that active class is that I wanted some page to be active every time, right? I do the name, the class name I gave, background color. I'm going to call it white again. Very initial phase of it, you are giving a structure to it. Once you get a structure, you can change the fonts and color according to your wish. So white and black are my favorites, so I use them everywhere. So you might be able to see, okay, right now I am able to get it. So yeah, one more thing. Yeah, actually, we were not designing it, so we don't need it right now. So let's make the display inline now. Okay, I was feeling to make it in a way. Talking with that moment. Okay, this is, you might have seen it's very congested right now, but we'll space it properly. We'll place it here like a proper header section. So this is how you get things rolling, right? I need a padding to it, right? Because my content is very congested. So I believe I should give some sort of padding. Let's start with the basic padding, which is 5 pixels. Things have started to take shape. They are into what form? So maybe padding or a little more padding will do the task, right? So how does padding work? I don't know about it, right? For example, so I'll just show you from what are the process you understand. This is the documentation page of padding. Okay. This is the padding, like you can basically top. This is top, maybe this is left, this is right. Last point, then it becomes bottom as well. So if we are using this property, then basically that's you are giving a padding 10 from top, like 50 from left, 30 from right, and 0 from bottom. If you don't do anything, if you just give a single value, then it becomes a common value for all the fields. We have used 5 pixels, so 5 pixel again, 5 pixel, 5 pixel, 5 pixel for every side. So it takes 5 pixel padding from all the sides, right? So you can also give padding in some form, percentage, maybe 10%, 5%. So it eventually calculates padding depending on that. Do check it out, the documentation section of it. It helps a lot. right? So I feel 5 is very small. Let's make it 15, right? So and yeah, since we added the hover effect and made this background active always to look white, so it's looking cool. But when I hover onto them, they change their color. It's cool. I feel it's cool. Yeah. So now we need something to be present to center, because I even said this before. Okay, when people at very starting, they want, right, or else should I put, how should I put it? Even a recruiter might know you. For example, you are Kavita studying in IT, maybe BC section. So even though he wants a greeting from your side, right? And you are not physically present there to show him that gratitude. Your website comes handy there. You can add a section where if a visitor visits your website, then your website does it for you. So I'm going to do it for you. We're going to create some sort of title. See, again, class basically means I'm giving an ID to it so that I can use this property inside my CSS. So this is whole the concept of classes. Don't mix these things with the classes out of object-oriented programming. It's not, it's just an ID sort of thing here. Just in order to identify things, you take them like. So H1, I want to give it more priority, and there is a tag called span tag where I don't want to do anything. And even then I want to add some tag, right? So I just add span tag. So these are like, किसी काम का नहीं है, but still it makes sense because at sometimes you don't need to use any tag. You just need some element जिसको styling दे सको, right? So I put it in a way that I am going to use a span tag there. Property from his side, it's just it's a tag present out there, like उसका कुछ काम नहीं है, but he's there, and then using span, then I can basically style it. Check it out then. बहुत बोर कर रहा हूँ यार मुझे filter. I did added today's session on recording, so we have to take it in because the session is not getting recorded. Even though I'm just going to post this code of the website which we are onto our so make sure you're following it properly, right? Right now I just added a H1 tag, span tag. Hi, I'm Prashant Sharma. The cool. Why is that R in capital? I don't like it. Fine. We need to bring this guy, right? This tag into center, so that it looks cool. Basically, people are not here to see your name at some random corners, right? So I need to give it some proper position. Jump onto my CSS, right? So since I have given it a name as title, yep. What I will do here. Names are not fixed. ऐसा नहीं सोचना कि I am giving a name to a class called as title because I'm using it, so it works in that way. Makes sense. Since you are a developer, so use a little standard names, right? Because if you're sharing your projects with someone else, and right now since it's not a predefined tag, I just added a dot in front of it to make it clear that it's not a predefined tag. H1 is a predefined tag, so it doesn't require it. Span is also predefined tag. Now I would say I need an absolute position, and position is basically works in relative is relative position में क्या होता है कि depending upon it positions it according to that. अगर ऊपर already elements are present, so वो उसके हिसाब से then it will take a position by itself. But know we want this name to be right. So it's not related which is going to work here. It's absolute value. It's not giving me what recommendations. So I just hit Control plus Space bar here. So it gives me the list of arguments what can go inside it. Right. So it's a property which takes arguments. What does arguments should have? It's more of what sort of points it takes. Position takes a feature of absolute. So now what will happen with absolute? What are the values which I provide now of my height and from left and right? It is going to follow that, right? I want it basically from top. It should be 40%. I don't know what is the 40% of my page. 401. Seriously. Cool. So it's 40% of it is inside it. Let's say it should be something around because I wanted it to be in center, but utna bhi nahi ki right. See how it's look. So yeah, kind of styling to it will make sense. Let's do it.
Bro, you are mute.
Yeah, Uday. So there was background noise at my side, so I preferred it to be mute. Now I would just align my text center. You are aligning your text center properly. It's again was in center according to my left and right positioning, but I inside that. So since I'm using some elements like my this tag takes some space, this tag takes some space, and this tag also takes some space. So how will I know how does it take space? So we'll just inspect it somewhere here. I was talking about. So this sort of space, right? This. So wanted to align it properly. Yeah, it's again working fine according to the screen as well. So it will just shrink it according to the right. And font size, let's how much? Let's give it a larger one. It's okay, but it's better to give something. Is it more? I feel without size it was much better. Cool, not a problem. Check the other features out. And transform translate also. There is a feature called transform translate. I will just use it and we'll even show you translate. Where are you, bro? Transform translate. Translate. Seriously. Okay. Okay. Yep. In this manner, and we'll even I will show you what it do. It doesn't positioning it, giving it a perfect position. So when the shape of it changes, it doesn't affect your. We'll open the MDN for it as well, and I will show you documentation have to say about it. So transform CSS property lets you rotate, scale, skew, or translate an element. It modifies the coordinate spaces of CS. All nice things about it. The absolute property has a value different than none. Is fixed. Absolute value, that's what which we are using, right? And basically I am defining it to be 50% from both the sides. One or more of the CSS are going to be applied the transform function number multiplied on That's what it helps you to keep the element into the center, right? So do check that out as well. So then let's check it. How is it looking? It's looking fine. Get the pages. These things are eventually going to turn up into pages, about page and a contact page, and where people click it, they get redirected. Adding an what space from here so that we get it here. It's on your choice, guys. If you want it into center or left and right, it makes sense, right? So what we'll do now, we'll just try on a little more stuff. So we'll create containers for it right now. And what does container is just I'm calling some random name. But what does it mean is basically I want to design cards onto my screen. What sort of cards? These cards should include technology stack about me. What all technologies I know, right? Because you want to boast yourself out there. Okay. So let's see how it's done then. So yeah, in here in my header main tag, I just go on creating one more date, it again that I'm not recording the session. If you're not listening it properly, it is going to create issues for you because you have to bring us up. From next time, make sure you ask me because if I forget, if someone reminds me whether I'm recording it or not, it will solve. Right? Cool. Nice. So let's call it. Let's give some class name to it. I would say I'm going to make a box of it. Right now, okay, I'm just going to give an H3 tag. I don't want my styling to be more of importance, but it should not be that big. So a mediator height will be fine because between H1 to H6, H3 is something which is of a medium height, not very big, very small. It works fine. Yeah, when my cards get designed, I want it should be basically into center, right? So let's give a style. You can do the basic styling as well. HTML also provides you an option. So I'm opting for it right now. I'm using the style property inside H3 tag. It's present in all the heading tags. Just need to add style and it gives you all the options. Text aligned to the where it is. Are you kidding? I want it center. Works fine. So Flutter, where it is. Yep, I got my Flutter. So we'll work on it. We'll properly give a shape to it and let's then check it out how it's turned out to be, right? I speak a lot. Fine. So yep, I need a more time. I just told you about VR tag as well, right? I don't want things to be present at the same level as my Flutter tag, Flutter main heading is there. Don't look it in a way that my Flutter tag is going to stay here. I'm going to bring it properly down into a card structure. But how do we do it? For that, I'm just making my ground ready. Right now, what is Flutter? Let's Google out. Get some text about it because I don't want to write some random A, B, C, D, E, F, G. We'll get यार इनको भी नहीं देते हैं. Okay, we'll copy the text from it. Okay. Nice. So is it too much? Oh, it's looking too much because my element is spreaded in that manner. But once we give it a, so we need to do styling for it. Okay. And also I want to add one more thing. You must say people what read? Do you want to read more of this? So it gives them a little more content. So I told you that hash basically means that it will it's a link which will not go anywhere. Read more. Making sense right now here. If people they get an content is present. Now let's just CSS to make. So I need a container first. And container, I'm coming for you. Cool. So it should be absolute position again because I want to bring my stuff down. So I will provide my manual positioning. Fine for it. I don't remember the spelling, so you just prefer this control plus space bar. It will give you all the recommendations, all the arguments which can go inside it, and you can use accordingly. It will be right now my page is ending here, so maybe something around 95% will solve it. Can bring it down, cut it down. Right, fine. Let us give a minimum width also. Okay, our content should not go exceed the width. Right. Fine. Now I want to give a direction to it, flux direction, column. Fine. So I will just give it first. I will add a little code here. Then I will show you what my true idea is, what I want to make, right? I want to give it some color. Let's try out this color, RGB 170 or 60. Maybe that will work fine. Yeah. It's the same color we were using. I don't see it. My Windows is not activated, so this thing is coming here. Yeah. Right. It's looking good. So once I make it into a proper card, it's going to take a smaller shape and it will look good. Right. Into card right now. Radius दे देते हैं थोड़ा. Let's do that because yeah. Margin से मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा चिपका हुआ है, so let's margin से will make some space. Yep. Margin से and it's working fine. Then we have to make it into a card right now, right? Should we? I want it onto a border sort of thing. Cool. And overflow होना चाहिए content. Overflow hidden ही रखो. And good. Actually, we didn't add one thing. We were designing it for box, not the main. Yep, right. It was kind of cool. Yeah. Why did I wrote box here? Because inside container this is box, and inside this box, class. The ID of box, all the content is present. So it's more of a tag inside tag. So I should better be aiming the inside tag, right? I can just use it. How now I want to design the main container. Select, wrap the content. Once I add it, I will explain what I'm going to do here. Specify content. Yeah, I want to specify content as well. Space between चाहिए. Cool. this was the idea, guys. I wanted it to be a sort of a card. We will definitely style it, but that's the idea with a heading here, the technological stack which I know, and we'll make replicas of it. Right now, I'm adding the content statically, but this content is definitely being produced inside this container from database when we learn the concepts of database. I will end this class here right now, and what I will do, I will push the code onto GitHub with the replicas of this. So you will find three similar things onto the screen when you check the code out. So do check it out, clone the repository, and run it on your side, right? So we'll call it a right. Make sure you clone the repository night, right? And check it out, right? So, and I will also add product links in it from where you can get it. Feel free, and we'll take all as well. I will explain what is the flex direction column and what it's explanatory, but still I will take them on, right? So, chalo, then have a great day, evening.